Jerry Ferrara, the actor, plays Jeremy in Think Like a Man 2. Hits theaters June 20th. Gabrielle Union, the girl that I made out with in the Sandler movie, Wendy McClendon-Covey. Kevin Hart in that movie. And Turtle, he plays Turtle in Entourage. The movie is still being shot. And Jerry joins us now. Hi, Jerry.
Good morning, guys.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I was going to ask you the same thing there. I feel like you're a little upset with me. I think there's been some confusion.
Well, Rich Eisen paraphrased you yesterday, Jerry.
He did. And he paraphrased me correctly. If we could recap, though, I was going back to the time when Entourage was something like a TV show. And if you recall, I lost a bet to you about the Knicks. And to which the thing to pay was a cameo. And I basically told Rich, I don't think Dan's ever been too happy with me ever since I didn't come through. I even think he had Doug Ellen on the phone. And he didn't have a cameo in the movie. And the word I did use, if we're going to analyze the word I used, I did say angling. I will totally, completely say you were angling back then.
But gentlemen pay off on their bets, Jerry, and then you didn't, and now you're giving me a shot, broadside, that I was angling to get into the movie. Obviously, I'd have to go to somebody else to get into the movie because you couldn't get me in the movie.
See, that's where the confusion comes in. It was more like you were angling back in the day when it was a show. I don't know if I said you were angling to get into the movie.
But that was part of the bet. Jerry, this was part of the bet. You said, if I lose my bet on the Knicks, I'll get you in one of the episodes of Entourage. That's not me angling. You're inviting me into it, right?
I mean, you made me bet on the Knicks, Dan. I think that
That's your team.
I think you answered the prize. I don't think I named the prize. I think you set the stakes of the bet.
All right. Now, let's play Mark Wahlberg when he was on the show back in January. So, Mark Wahlberg, Entourage is based on his life, loosely based on his life. And he's the boss. He decides who can be in the movie. And we had Mark Wahlberg on. And I asked him to give me a little bit of details about the movie. This is how it sounded. And does it sound like I'm angling to get into the movie? Here's Mark Wahlberg. You got a morsel for me with the Entourage movie?
It's happening. We're shooting a couple of days, I think, this month, and then resuming shooting in April. And then should be out in October, November. And if we want it to be a real hit, we got to put you in the movie.
Is that an official offer, Mark?
It is for me. And if Doug Ellen doesn't follow through, he's a moron.
Bang, biscuit. There you go, Jer.
Let the record show I said you were angling to be on the TV show years ago.
Sound like you were saying I'm trying to get in the movie when your boss is saying we got to get you in.
I actually said that both you and Rich are cooler for not being in the movie.
Exactly. I told Emmanuel Shrieky that, and does it bother you I have a relationship with Emmanuel Shrieky now?
You know what? As long as you behave like a gentleman, that she is like a sister to me. I heard what you said. You basically said that we all went 0 for 4.
You did. You guys went 0 for 4. Jerry, now be honest. At any point when you met Emmanuel Shrieky, did you think you had a shot?
I mean, first of all, I want to say when I first met her, I had a girlfriend. I don't remember. But if we're going to be completely honest, I mean, I wasn't really too high on the confidence angle. But, yeah, I think I'm part of a club of guys who probably maybe thought they had a shot at one point or another.
Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that.
I'm always honest. I got nothing to hide from you, bro.
You got in shape just to get Emmanuel Shrieky's eye, didn't you?
Well, you accused me yesterday of cycling on. Don't think that thing crossed my desk at around 9 o'clock at night. You accused me, and you called tough guy Ferrara might be cycling on. That was awesome.
Well, you hang out with Jake Glazer and Chuck Liddell. Like you're a tough guy, right?
You know what? I am the furthest thing from it, but that was hilarious when I never thought I'd ever be accused of that in my lifetime.
I am officially turning down any opportunity to be in the movie, just to let you know.
And I think that makes you even cooler. And I don't know. This whole thing got carried away. Rich told me about the barbecuing. He thought he had an official griller, and then next thing you know, we're talking about you and 4 years ago. It got out of hand quick.
But you have to understand, Rich is insecure, and I give him a little bit of grief as a bigger brother, and then he gets all upset and defensive. And you played right into it.
I'm right into it. You know what? I should have known.
You're in this. Let's see. Think Like a Man 2.
Yes.
And Wendy
with
McClendon.
Your on-screen, with your on-screen love interest.
Did you make out with my on-screen love interest?
I didn't, Dan, but
Okay.
I do have an idea for you. I thought, and maybe you guys have come to this, but I think it's time we start to launch the 6 Degrees of Dan Patrick game with movies. I think you now have a long enough resume that we could, for an example, you and I are now connected. We worked with the same woman in the movie.
Wendy McClendon Covey. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to take that away from Kevin Bacon.
I think that this is not. We're not trying to defeat that game. We're just this would be like a plug-in, like an add-on.
Okay. I mean, we can do that. And is the new movie done? The Entourage movie?
The Entourage movie is almost complete. We actually start filming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because Kevin Connolly, who I know you discussed with him, had the broken leg. He's all healed up. And he tried to gut it out through everything. It was just a few days that he just could not finish because he literally had surgery. So we'll finish those days Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this coming week.
How worried are you guys that it's quite a few years removed from the final episode of Entourage?
I mean, look, I can't say worried is the right word. I actually think it's been about a good amount of time. I think if we waited any longer, it definitely would have been way too long. And I think if we would have did it sooner, it might have been too soon. But I think we are right at that moment where it was kind of like we're either going to do this or we're not. So we're hoping that everyone agrees. But, yeah, it's definitely been a minute. I mean, I'm an old man now. I got a lot of gray hair and steroids now, apparently, according to you.
What will get better reviews? The Sex and the City movie or the Entourage movie?
Listen, I don't want to play that game because if you recall, the Sex and the City movie was one of the most successful movies of its kind that I've ever seen happen. So if we could be half as successful as the Sex and the City movie was, we'll be in great shape. So I hope, honestly, because that movie did really, really well, and the fans of Sex and the City felt like it was exactly what they wanted out of the movie, and that's definitely a big part of what we tried to do.
Is there any nudity in the Entourage movie?
Yes. Don't quote me on that, and nothing's officially done. I believe there is. I could be wrong.
Johnny Drama?
Maybe.
Emmanuel Shriek. Is Emmanuel Shriek naked?
No.
All right, no. I'm not gonna go see this movie.
By the way, I did crack a big smile. I woke up that one day on Instagram, and I'm scrolling through, and I know I don't ever see you on Instagram, but
yeah,
I literally saw Emmanuel's picture with you, and I had to do a double take because I like one eye open. I just woke up. I was like, it finally happened.
Oh,
those two crazy kids got together and met each other.
You know what? I made her day, and it was just nice to make dreams come true when she just said, "Oh, we got to get a picture." And I went, no.
Really did. She texted me that. She texted me moments after, like, oh, my God, just met Dan. I think the hype around it was I mean, there was a lot more hype than Pacquiao Mayweather.
Good to talk to you as always, and good luck with the movie.
Thanks, DP. Appreciate it.
That's Jerry Ferrara. You can also see him in Think Like a Man 2.